There are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Looking to throw. Johnson. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now here are the Seahawks in great shape to start their first drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. This is 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Seahawks at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He'll buy some time right. Reaching up for it, and he's got it. Noah Fant high in the air to bring it in. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Their first passing touchdown of the ball. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Yellow, 22.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down there by Julian Love. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Johnson.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Johnson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Johnson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the 1st half. Backups get to play in the 2nd. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw again. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
7-7, our score after 1.
2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This is Fant. Oh, what a catch.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. First and goal, Bush. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Colby Parkinson from a yard out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And New York set to take the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Loose inside the 30, inside the 10,
and all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Michael Wilson.
75 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
This is McIntosh.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Running left, it's Hall. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Johnson to throw on 2nd down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Johnson from the gun, he'll throw. And this will be caught. in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 3 yards out.
And the Jets have taken the lead.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a handoff up the middle. McIntosh.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37.
Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now a play fake here on first down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
On the delay, it's Bush. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Johnson on third down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll look to set up his blockers. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this.
One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
And oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Fighting to stay upright inside the 10. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Looking to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Brandon Cooks with an acrobatic catch.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
There's a fake on the Jets sweeping instead. A give to Hall up the middle. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll run with Hall.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Johnson now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On second down, a run with Hall. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Motion man is Shakir. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Looking to throw. Johnson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing after the interception. Johnson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Johnson. This pass out wide to Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Scott. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Go. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. 17. Here's Johnson throwing on first down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Now a second and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Dancing to his left. Nice little juke. The improv.
And a new set of downs.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
And that's complete to Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
And New York set to take the field.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Johnson going to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now Johnson on 1st and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Inside the 20.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. And that one will go down in the books as just a 1-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Thelonelycasaultygaming. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in the ball game.
And partner, I have no idea